what is the significance of the far side of the moon?
Okay, the far side of the moon is very complicated to reach for several reasons. I mean, if we notice there were many missions that landed on the moon. I mean, there been the Apollo missions, there were the Luna mission, there were the Chinese, there were other missions to the near side of the moon. And they choose the near side of the moon because first, for communications is easier because we can see it. We directly see the near side. So it's easy to communicate from the Earth to the moon directly. And also because they landed in areas that are really flat. That is the mare regions. The mare regions are these areas that we see dark when we see the moon, that we see these dark spots. That's the Maria.
Right.
These areas are younger, so they have less craters than the older highlands, that is the more light one. And they are flat, so they are safer to go. So if we go there are less risk. There are safe communications, and also they land in the equatorial region, so they have quite permanent 14 days of daylight and 14 days of dark. However, what happened in the far side? In the far side, the materials are very light. There's these highlands, so they are really rough. There are a lot of craters, so it's really, really difficult to land. There are some craters, small craters that are flatter, that they have some dark materials also very new, so they are flat and nice. That is, like, for example, the Von Karman crater, that is where the Chinese people landed. But also there is another problem, that is communications. We never see the far side of the moon. So you need to not just make your probe or your lander to go to the far side, you also need to place a communication relay satellite. So the communications works in the way that from the Earth, you send the communication to the satellite to the lander, and vice versa, from the lander to the satellite and to the satellite back to the Earth for going back. So that is those are the main problems to go to the moon. Chinese, the country last year or 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, they did it. They place a satellite near the Lagrange point, so the satellite has view to the far side of the moon, but also have view to the. That is how they are communicating, and so far it's been very successful. So that is the difficult of going to the moon, to the far side of the moon.